Fannie Mae has predicted that mortgage rates will drop down to around an average of 4.5% in 2023. Is this a sure sign that you need to wait a year to buy a home, or should you buy now and wait? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. As always, I'm Bill Olson, your favorite YouTubing Charleston realtor. And if you are a buyer in the market right now, Fannie Mae just started dangling this bright, shiny object in front of your face and said, you can't have this until next year. And first off, I do want to just say we all know how these forecasts work, and we do take them with a grain of salt. I mean, there were predictions earlier this year that rates were going to stay in the threes through all of 2022, and we know how that happened. Now we're sitting here getting excited over rates going back down into the fours. But in this video, we are going to talk about if the rates do go back to around that 4.5. And the reason is I've actually had quite a few buyers of mine ask me when they saw this report, should we wait until next year? So I'm going to tell you exactly what I told them and some of the numbers that we ran so that you can make the best decision for yourself. Now, I want to know, like, if you're in the market wherever in the country buying a home, are you waiting to see if these rates go down until next year to buy, or are you going to buy now and wait? Let us know in the comments before we get into it. And then, after the video, like, go down and reply to your own comment if you've changed your mind to whether you're still going to wait or you're still going to buy. We're going to start with who I think should wait for next year if these rates do go down. And the main population of that is going to be people that were priced out of the market when rates started to skyrocket. Now, this could have been for many reasons, that you got priced out because rates got too high and you couldn't afford a home, or you needed to work on things like your credit, or you signed a lease, you don't want to break that lease, and it'll cost you too much money. If you're in those situations, it might benefit you to wait until these rates go down and buy. But I really think that's only a small portion of buyers, because I think most people don't even realize it, but you're gonna fall into the category of, even if rates do go down, right now is your best time to buy. And I'm gonna tell you a story after we go through all the numbers about me purchasing my house in March of 2020 and looking back what had happened after that, and why actually buying then put us in such a better position, even if we knew that rates were gonna go to where they did in 2021 and into the early 2022. At the time of the filming of this video, rates are hovering around a 5.5%. Now, I'll throw this graph up there. I really hate this, but we're just gonna show it anyways real quick, and then we're gonna take it away. But historically, rates are still very low, but again, we don't live in 1985 anymore, so we're gonna get that graph out of the way, and we're gonna talk about now and moving forward. And we're gonna start by doing some math. Well, I'll do the math, you guys just follow along, you don't have to do anything. So let's talk about what the payment would look like, hypothetically, between now and if rates go down 1 whole percentage point. Now, we're gonna take the median sales price of the Charleston area, which is just under $400,000. So we're gonna use $400,000 purchase price as our example. And we're going to assume a 10% down payment. Now, the numbers we're talking about today are hypothetical. If you really want to know exactly what your rate and your payment is going to look like, I'm going to put both of my preferred lenders, all their contact information, down in the description. Reach out to one or both and see exactly what your numbers would look like for you, and make sure you tell them that you saw this video and that's why you're calling them. Okay, so back to the math, my favorite. So let's look at these numbers right now. If you were to buy now at a 5.5% interest rate at $400,000, you would have a $40,000 down payment, and your principal and interest payment would be roughly $2,055 per month. Now, let's say rates go down to 4.5% and you waited. How much did that benefit you? Well, predictions are saying that home prices are still going to appreciate, but at a slower rate. So I'm going to use a 10% appreciation between now and when the rates get to 4.5% next year. So that means this $400,000 home is now $440,000. So your down payment is $44,000. So already you're spending $4,000 more at closing just to get this house. But that's going to be offset by the lower rate, right? Well, at 4.5% on the larger mortgage, your payment is going to be roughly $2,006 per month. So saving about $50. But let's say it doesn't go all the way down to 4.5% and it goes down to 4.7%. At that point, your estimated principal and interest is going to be $2,053. So now you spent $4,000 more on your down payment and you're only saving $2 per month. Personally, to me, that risk to only save $2 a month but have to spend $4,000 more just to save $2 is not worth waiting. So that's it for the calculations. Yeah, you can probably save a little bit on your monthly payment, but is it worth it? That is up to you. Now, do you think it's worth it to wait to see if they go down still? Because we're getting out of the calculations and we're gonna go into what I feel is gonna happen in the market if these rates go down, that is going to give sellers more of a leg up and buyers are going to lose a lot of the leverage that they have today. Okay, so let's take the time machine back to March of 2020, and my wife and I had just closed on our new home. We had a really, really good rate, but more so, we were able to do a few things. We were able to negotiate with the seller on price and terms. And this is where I think buying now as opposed to waiting is going to greatly benefit almost every buyer that's looking to purchase a home. Because you know what we didn't have to do? We didn't have to go on the seller's terms. We didn't have to compete against multiple other offers. And you know what happened a year later? I think we all remember what happened a year later. The rates bottomed out, which was great for buyers and their buying power, but it eliminated everything else. Buyers lost all of their advantage in negotiating, and a lot of them were paying over appraised value. You wanna know what my wife and I did? We refinanced. And not only when we refinanced did we just get that lower rate, but we got that lower rate at the year previous's purchase price. This put us in an even better situation than people who were trying to buy a home at the time. So if rates do drop and you buy right now, you would actually be in the same situation that my wife and I were in 2 years ago. So if rates do drop next year, then you, by buying now, would be in the same position that my wife and I were in 2 years ago. And not everyone is gonna watch this video and know this information. So there's a lot of people that are gonna see that shiny object, that shiny 4.5% dangling in front of their face, and they're gonna wait. Wait for what? To save $2 a month, but have to spend $4,000 or even more because they've gotta go above appraised value or they've gotta do as is? To me, it's not worth it. So really, if you bought now and rates went down, you would do what my wife and I did, and you would refinance. And if they went down enough and you could save $50 a month, so be it. You save $50 a month. But what happens if they go up? You don't have to do anything. And everyone who waited has yet again been priced out of the market, and they might as well just sign another lease. So did you change your mind, or are you sticking with what you dropped in the comments earlier? Are you still gonna wait? Are you still gonna buy? Or have you flipped? Let us know. And after you do that, check out this video right here, because if you like this one, even if you didn't, I really think that you're gonna enjoy this one here. So click right there, subscribe right there, and I'll see you on the next video.